All right, so if you guys are unaware, Microsoft just took one of the biggest public L's that they've had to take in quite some time. I'm also just pretty much very shocked that they're even admitting that they're doing this, to be honest with you. I'm blown away that this is something they're deciding to do. So as you guys are maybe aware or not aware, Microsoft had announced, during the whole Nintendo $80 thing, that they will also be raising the price of their video games to $80. And they tried to blame supposed market conditions. They tried to blame pretty much everything else that whatever else was blaming at the time. Well, now apparently Microsoft, and I'm assuming because of low pre-orders, Microsoft is going to be cutting the price of Outer Worlds 2, their upcoming game from Obsidian Entertainment, and they're also cutting other holiday Xbox games as well. They were going to be releasing later this year at $80.
Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
This is such a huge L on the face of Xbox and Microsoft. They are trying to pretend to be Homer Simpson, coming in and out of the grass, pretending like nobody saw them. No, bro, we saw you. We saw you try to be greedy. You really were out here thinking you could be Nintendo, and now you were forced, unfortunately, due to low pre-orders, in my opinion, now you are forced to reduce the price right back to where you started at $70. How can you even do this? Like, why would you even bother? What was the point? But anyway, Microsoft is going back on its plans to raise the price of its first Xbox party games to $80 for later this year. By the way, the game was already on sale for $80 on Steam. People had pre-ordered already, some of them anyway. I'm going to safely assume that due to the terrible pre-orders, they don't think Game Pass is going to be able to save this game. Sure, what they're going to do is advertise this game with players engaged. I feel like everybody knows that, right? You know that. I know that. They're gonna talk about 1 million players engaged within the first 24 to 48 hours, and then after that, they're gonna slowly get to 2, and then 3, and then they're gonna shut the fuck up at that point. But unfortunately, players engaged does not actually save their game at all. So they need to actually sell the game. And unfortunately, it wasn't looking very good. So at $80 anyway. Now they reduced it to $70. But anyway, so they're raising the price of its first-party games to $80 for later this year, but the company confirmed on Wednesday that it will be cutting the prices of Outer Worlds 2 and other full-price holiday releases back to $70. Those who already got paid $80 for the Outer Worlds 2 will have to get refunds from their point of purchase. After that, you'll then be able to pre-order the game again for the new $70 price tag. Ooh, that's a little bit scummy. That's a little bit scummy. I wonder if they did this purposefully, knowing that most people probably won't even check, knowing that most normies probably won't even realize it. So the people who pre-ordered at $80, if they don't initiate a refund, that means they're not going to get their credit back. That's really scummy. It should be something that's automatic. You should be auto refunding everything. Like Steam should do auto refunds for this game immediately. To prevent any kind of issues from happening, they should do auto refunds immediately. It should not be something that the person has to do. Because if it's something the person has to do, that's really messed up. But in any case, in a statement to Windows Central, the company says the decision comes in order to align with current market conditions. Wait a second. Hold on a second. So you mean to tell me that you made the games $80 initially because of market conditions, and within a couple of months, suddenly you are making the game $70 again because of market conditions? Like, what the fuck, bro? Do people really believe this stuff? Do people really genuinely believe the shit that's coming out of the mouth of Microsoft, Xbox, or any of these companies trying to raise the game prices to $80? It's so obviously BS. I mean, what are we really doing here? We're focused on bringing players incredible worlds to explore, and we will keep our full-price holiday releases, including the Outer Worlds 2, at $69.99, in line with the current market conditions, an Xbox spokesperson told the outlet. Microsoft first announced that it would raise the price of its first-party Xbox games back in May. At the time of the announcement, the company said the decision to raise prices on games and hardware was done with careful consideration given to market conditions and the rising cost of development. So wait a second. I forgot about that part. So you mean to tell me that the market conditions changed, and what about the rising cost of development? What about that? What about the cost of development? Did that just suddenly go out the window too? Did that not exist anymore either? Is that all just bullshit too? What the bro is? We should meme market conditions. Market conditions should be the ultimate meme now. Whenever these companies say due to market conditions, We should just meme that phrasing. Hardware and accessory prices haven't been changed from the prior price increase. Of the price cut, the Outer Worlds 2 developer Obsidian Entertainment released its own statement. Now, this was really corny, okay? This was so unbelievably fucking cringe, okay? The reason why this was cringe is because they tried to do it in like a, I don't know, like in story or in like in character style thing, right? They try to make it seem funny, like, oh, haha, hee hee, you know, but it's not funny, bro. It's not funny, right? So we have received your SOS via Skip Drone about the pricing, they said. As an organization devoted to making sure that corporations do not go unfettered, we at the Earth Directorate have worked with Redacted to revise the price of the Outer Worlds 2. The Outer Worlds 2 launches on October 29th, 2025 for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, and the game will also be available day one on Xbox Game Pass. So, guys, this is really, honestly, this is a really big L for Xbox. It really is. You know, I feel like at this point, they should have just kept the game at $80. They really should, because it's really not going to affect their marketing, right? I don't think this game is going to be affected marketing-wise by the price of the game. $80, $70, it doesn't matter. This is going to be a Game Pass fodder game, and they're going to market it as such. They're going to do 1, 2, 3 million players engaged. That's what they're going to do. They're going to continue to do it and try to pretend like the game's a massive hit. They want to make Obsidian seem like it's the most amazing studio ever, even though their fucking director left and it's experiencing layoffs and all this stuff. They want to make it seem like it's the greatest thing ever, right? But that's what they do with all this stuff. They want to market it that way. You already know what's coming. They're not going to market it with copies sold. I genuinely don't believe that. If they do, I would be very shocked if that ends up happening. So ultimately, this is just another L that Xbox is unfortunately going to have to take. And I'm genuinely surprised that they did this. I really am. I thought they would keep it at $80. And even if they thought it was a mistake, I'm shocked that they're admitting that mistake publicly for everyone to talk about. And then using the same excuses that they used when they raised the price of the games to begin with. I don't know. I just think it's weird. So you guys can let me know in the comments of this video. What do you think about this? Do you think Microsoft is in the right in doing this? Do you think they're in the wrong in doing this? Is this going to convince you to buy Outer Worlds 2? Were you a no at 80, but now are you a yes or a maybe at 70? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and red and blue. Every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you.